gonna go with the ramp because that is just too ridiculous not to play. So we're gonna play the mono ramp because it's so good. And he's playing some sort of this might be his favor this game, as he's playing some sort of card drawing deck. And of course I can't keep this hand, so we'll draw again. And we will keep this one, however. This seems perfectly fine. We could even just turn this, if we draw the right stuff, we could have a turn 3 fist, so that seems really good. But right now I've got turn 2 Root Dancer or a Sensei. It's not great. I mean, I don't have 7 cards like my opponent, but yep. So he's probably playing some sort of card drawing deck. If I see a turn 1 Ancestor's Chosen, that's a problem. He's looking at his hand right now. I guess he saw me mull. It looks like my turn first, so I get the... Oh, he mulled down to 4. Well, that's really good for us. That's kind of ouch. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That's really bad. So this should be my game, with just looking at the mull that he had to do there. Probably play the turn 2 Sensei. The Root Dancer is decent, but I think I'd rather just keep cantripping through the deck to get this fist out as soon as possible. Because if he can't answer, it's pretty much game. So.
User joined your channel.
And that's Flip. Hello, Flip. Kyle 12, you can get this game if you decide to if you decide to get on the Slacker backer, which is $50. You can start playing the alpha right now if you want. It's a very good game. So play my wild shard. I'll go to attackers. I'll play my Sensei in second main phase here. Yeah. Swing in. Second main phase, I'm playing the Sensei. The Root Dancer is good, but I really need to get another resource here to really get the value from him, so I'd rather draw a card here. Drawing a card seems pretty good. Yeah, the Slacker backer is $50, and it gets you like a little bit more than half a box of cards and some promos that will be unobtainable once they don't allow people to do that anymore. So, something to keep in mind. I'm guessing you, Kylie, I'm guessing you missed the Kickstarter. So I could play Jadiim here, but, or no, I don't have enough. I've got 1, 2, 3, and that would be 4. So yeah, I have to play the Root Dancer here, so that's what's going to happen. So we'll go ahead and play the Root Dancer in the first main phase because it affects our combat step. And then we'll play this Wild Shard, buffing our Sensei. Swing for 3 here. Our opponent didn't have a turn 1 chosen, so that's really bad for him. If he starts playing like late chosens, that's really good for us because they don't. I mean, chances are pretty good he's not going to draw the cards that they're throwing into the deck.
Rowland, if you are streaming right now, you seem to be on mute.
Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm not clicking in. I didn't know if you were talking to me or not.
Well, I thought you stream on mute and I saw you talking, so.
Right, yeah, I'm talking on the stream. Pretty sure I'm not muted. Can you hear me through the TeamSpeak, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you through TeamSpeak right now, but not through the. Well, I can unmute your stream to see if I hear you, but.
Can anyone hear me in my stream? I would appreciate if someone told me. Oh, the core prob seemed to hear me through the stream, so or which is core prob 1 is Rowland. When he was in the channel, he left the channel because he's a gentleman. So I can't play Jadiim here. I can play him on the next turn. Sensei could affect combat, so I'm going to go ahead and play him here because I could draw into a resource here, which I do not. So I'll just play the 2 Howling Braves in the second main phase. That does affect combat because that makes me not want to attack with my Howling Brave, so it's good that I did that. So swing for 4, or swing for 3, 4, 5. Swing for 5. And then play 2 Howling Braves in the second main phase, and that will allow me to play Fist, which will need to be answered. Yeah, I mean, Shaggy's got it right. I mean, playing this mono wild is just kind of terrifying, because I just keep asking you questions, and if you don't answer, then you die. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Of course, he did mull down to 4, so I mean that's really a bad start for him. I haven't even seen very much of his deck. I'm not sure if I'll even do a lot of siding in of things. So, because I'm not sure exactly what he's running here. Yeah, that Howling Brave's not going to be enough. Actually, the play here will be Jadiim and then Fist, because Fist will buff Jadiim. Because Jadiim also needs to be answered. Chaos Key, I don't really need to use here. I don't need to swing my Howling Braves into that guy. I will trade a Sensei for him, though. So, I'll play Jadiim in the second main phase. He has 3 resources up. I'd rather not lose a Root Dancer here, so I'm not going to attack with my Root Dancer in case he had some sort of buff spell. I haven't seen a lot of his deck, just in case. I'd be kind of reckless to lose a Root Dancer like that. Okay, thanks Blake X. Yeah, Blake X says he can hear me on stream. So second main phase, we're going to play Jadiim here. We need to exhaust 2 Howling Braves to get up to where we can do that. Yep, and I always forget that Jadiim is a female, so just in case anyone's wondering, this is the hottest female dragon around. Yep. So he needs to answer Jadiim here, otherwise I play Fist and then Jadiim swings for 11 the next turn. Or he'll need to respond to my attack phase. One of the 2 things needs to happen. He plays his own Jadiim. That's fine, mine's going to be bigger. I could actually play a Chaos Key and then get rid of his Jadiim if I had to. But yeah, he has to block my Jadiim, so I'll just play Fist. He's out of resources now, so... He's got no resources. If he were to attack with Howling Brave, I feel pretty safe blocking with my Root Dancer there. I don't think his deck's going to have a really good answer if I get a turn 3 Fist in the next game. Honeycap doesn't really do a whole lot here, so we're just going to exhaust dudes and cast our Fist to make Jadiim really big. So at this point, I should be able to swing through with everything. Like, no problem. Chances are he could do like one buff, but he has to block his Jadiim to my Jadiim. So he could like buff his Jadiim for +3, plus another 1 if he casts that card. So he could do it for... He could give it +4 here with whatever it's called. The Wild Growth. He could give it, because Wild Growth gives him +3/+3, and then Jadiim's ability will give him another 1. Yeah, that's the block he has to make here. To stay alive for a turn. He could... Not too much else he could really do at this point in the game. I mean, he could yesterday me, I guess, and hold on for another turn. Or maybe just start taking extra turns. But it looks like it's pretty well locked up for me. We've got Chaos Key as well, which helps out. The unfortunate thing about playing this, though, is that I've shown him that I have the Fist in the deck, so, I mean, that doesn't help. Yeah, Crash Beast is not going to be enough for him here. And this is for the, this is like instead of doing Tournament of Streamers, that's what we're doing here. Oh, that's just mean. If I could cast this Squirrel Titan and be mean, I guess. But I'd rather not show it to him, show him I have it. Yeah, there's no real reason to cast anything here, because that just gives him more information about my deck. Better to just swing for the fences. Okay, well, I guess he just surrendered, so that's fine. So I'll just let him know. His deck should be clunkier than mine, so I mean, I feel like I have the advantage in this fight. He hasn't even really
just
drawn that many.
don't bother using your your speaking key while you're streaming. I'm just gonna put the volume up on the stream, and I'm gonna mute this.
Yeah, because if I don't push down, then I'm not speaking. So
it seems to be cumbersome to do so.
Yeah. So let's see here. Chlorophyllia. It's debatable if I should play the... I probably want to play the Crash Beast before I play the Chlorophyllia. It depends on what hits the table here. If I need to remove something, Chlorophyllia will come out so I can play the Squirrel Titan. But if not, then I'll play the Crash Beast. So I want to throw this back into the deck as soon as possible. I understand what he's doing. He's playing basically mono ramp with some card draw so he can play lots of Crash Beast, but chances are pretty good he's not going to draw lots of Crash Beast, even with the card draw of the deck. There's a Fist. So, okay, so now I definitely want to play Chlorophyllia because I want to play that Fist because I don't think he has an answer for it. So it'll be Chlorophyllia, and then it'll be a Fist. So that's a turn 4 Fist. Let's see, that's turn 3. It'll be Chlorophyllia, puts me to 5. Turn 4, yeah, it'll be a turn 4 Fist, which is really good. Chlorophyllia is also really clunky for him to play in his deck if he's playing it, as it has the 2 thresholds. So if he doesn't draw the threshold, I mean, if you're playing with the Howling Braves help you get there, but it's probably not going to be that great. So Chlorophyllia into a turn 4 Fist, and if he doesn't have an answer for it, it's going to be a huge problem for him. He needs to have like Mesmerize or something like that. He's still taking 6 if he has Mesmerize. Chances are, like, as far as answers in the deck, he probably has Chaos Key, maybe like 1 or 2 Chaos Keys, and then maybe Mesmerize or something, or maybe Polymorphic Dingler wouldn't be a bad idea because he's got the ramp, so he's got a lot. I prefer Dingler over Mesmerize just because I mean, I guess I can still buff him compared to the Mesmerize. The Mesmerize basically puts him out of the game, but I still get 6 damage in, so yep, here we go. We'll see if he has an answer for my Fist here. So I'm going to play the Fist. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if I really kind of wonder if he's playing Ancestors Chosen in this deck at all. Oh, he's got counter magic. Well, I guess that answers it pretty well too. So there you go. That helps. Sure. That makes all my fists more expensive, but it probably won't matter that much. I've got a lot of ramp in the deck anyways. It's also going to make it so we have to sync the game. So, yeah, now that I've seen the counter magic, I can be a little bit more wary of that. But still doing pretty well here. It actually would have been good if he had counter magicked my Chlorophyllia. That probably would have been really good for him. So I guess next turn I've got Crash a Beast with a Chaos Key. We'll see if he counter magics my Chaos Key, my Crash a Beast. Yeah. Where's all my yeah, I normally post all my tournament games. But that was really good counter magic there, so yeah, I make it a point to post the tournament games. But in other games, it depends. Like, I don't post games that crash out, for instance, because I want to make sure the game looks as good as possible. I feel like that's to my advantage. Let's see. Draw, okay, so he's playing the incantation card, okay. So I could actually Chaos Key that thing away if I want to. Actually, that's bugged, and it's going to make all of them. That's kind of a little bit dirty pool playing with the incantations right now, because it's going to make all of them spawn, so where it'll transform all of them, and it's not supposed to do that. Let's see. So I definitely want to keep tearing through the deck. So I want to play the Crash Beast first, and then the Sensei, because that will give me a chance to draw another Crash Beast, more or less. Thing about this incantation, it's going to happen for him, so that's always good. So I'm definitely going to want to play. Probably want to Chaos Key it eventually. He needs to have 5 counters on it, so in 5 turns it's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, because it's a little bit ridiculous for him to be able to get one of these off and it transforms all of them, because they're not supposed to do that. I guess I have a Squirrel Titan for it, but doesn't matter too much, because I'm just going to Chaos Key it away before it transforms all the cards in his deck. Oh, he's only playing with one. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, sure. Oh, okay, well, apparently he has the other one in his deck somewhere. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to Chaos Key it away anyways. But I'll hold off, because I can Chaos Key the I can Chaos Key it after it activates or whatever. See how much card draw he's got here. Yep, it's hot up here. I have to have the window open. And of course, the Ice Cream Man is coming around, making his rounds. I haven't even told my kids that was the Ice Cream Man, and somehow they know. Oh, well, there you go. I got to Chaos Key that. That's got to happen. So that's, yeah, a much bigger threat right now. So yeah, that's gonna happen. He sees my Chaos Key, so I wonder if he knows that it's going to happen. He probably has something else. He probably has another Jadiim, I guess, in his hand. I'm guessing. Don't have a whole lot of removal in this deck to begin with. There's a Wild Shard. I'll go ahead and just remove that guy. Jadiim's a bigger threat than this incantation, so got to deal with him. I'm going to swing in with this Rhino and the Sensei, dealing the first 4 damage of the second game. Second main phase will play a Secret Lab, and then if I draw any more Chlorophyllias or resources, I can just toss them to Secret Lab and filter through my deck. Yeah, definitely playing Game 3, I'll be much more wary of the counter magic in his deck. I wasn't sure if he was playing that or not. I mean, that's another one that's going to be clunky for him to play with the resources the way they are, so. Chances are he has another Jadiim here anyways, though. Oh, an Ancestor shows, and that's kind of late. Okay. Kind of silly. Gives me a Squirrel Titan target, I guess. I'll gladly attack in on Ancestor Chosen. His own Crash Beast. Okay, well that's probably a better target for Squirrel Titan, so yeah, I'll Squirrel Titan his Rhino and before combat, of course, and then swing in with my guys. Because I'll gladly trade Sensei for a Chosen here. I was wondering if he was running those. Battle Beetle should help out quite a bit, but in this situation we want to Squirrel Titan. We don't really need to use our laboratory just yet, so. Yeah, if he had another Jadiim, I think he would have played it. Yeah, I think that was a big misplay, just running that Jadiim out there instead of throwing some other threats on the board first to try to maybe. Because I was going to Chaos Key his incantation, and that would put me in a really bad spot, so. I mean, eventually that incantation's going to come through for him, but it might be a little bit too slow. Hopefully it is. So, that seems pretty good. Battle Beetle should help out quite a bit. Nice 5/5 flyer, it's always good. And he can't target it. Of course, I haven't seen him use any type of removal at all, really, other than the counter magic. I guess is sort of like removal. See how many counters these guys got. 4, so he's ready to activate this thing. If he could draw another card with something somehow, he can activate it now. We're still not sure if, when it comes into play, if the creatures are supposed to have like some sort of summoning sickness or not. We don't think so. Yeah, I mean that's somewhat debatable. I don't think it should, because it's the same card, it's the same name, it's being transformed. Now if it put a separate creature into play, then that creature, yes, would have summoning sickness, but because it doesn't do that, it's actually transforming the same card, it shouldn't. So as long as it, I mean, I guess if you played it all in one turn, if somehow you play your incantation, you draw 5 cards all in one turn, then you're probably it's probably gonna have it should have summoning sickness because it still came into play that turn. The card did. So something to think about with incantations. Hopefully they'll fix those soon, or they'll add the phrase where it is that it'll. All right, so we can actually use our laboratory to sack this wild shard. I think I'm going to go ahead and draw that card now, and I'll play my Battle Beetle in the second main phase. It doesn't affect anything, it only costs me 1, so we'll go ahead and draw a discard here. Okay, we draw another wild shard, which we really don't need, so that's perfectly fine. Go to our attack step, we'll see what, see if he's got any tricks up his sleeve. He's got 5 resources up, so I mean, that's quite a bit to work with. Coming along strong with about 8 damage here, so that puts him on like a 2-turn clock, including this one. I'm a little bit wary about playing this Battle Beetle here. I mean, he should be able to counter it. Of course, I'm not sure if they fixed that. where it is that he should be able to counter this Battle Beetle, but he may not be able to, because and not because he can't counter it, but because he can't target it. But hopefully, I'm actually playing that more or less just because I hope that he could counter it, to see if they fix that. Because for some reason the Spellshield is activated and active in all zones. So like my opponent can't target it if it's in the graveyard, and my opponent can't target it if it's being cast like a spell, which is wrong. That's not the correct mechanics, because a creature is not a creature until it actually hits the battlefield. It's a spell when you're playing it like that. Okay, so a 12/12 Lightning Armada is coming through now. Yep, it'd be nice to have some sort of removal for that. I don't know if he's going to swing with it. He probably will. Well, no, he won't. No, he'll probably sit on it. Oh, he's going to swing. Okay, maybe he's got time, whatever. Maybe he'll get an extra turn here. Or tap all my guys down or something with, like, Menacing Growl. Yeah, time mastery of time. Okay, so he gets another swing in here. I've got a blocker for his ground dude. Each card in his hand, so he'll draw another card here. It'll be back to 12/12 again. If he could draw another card, it would be 14/14, where that's a good game. So that means I should have actually played my Wild Shard to throw my Battle Beetle in the air. Actually, so should have kept that in mind.
User left your channel.
Right now, so he's got the 12/12. If he could draw another card, if he could play like Oracle Song and draw another card, he can kill me here, because I can't get my Battle Beetle flying. Is he gonna attack? Of course, if he has like another Time Mastery, that would do it too, giving him that extra turn. So if he attacks here, I expect he has some sort of like Time Mastery or something. Yeah, I expect he has Time Mastery. Yep, so that'll probably be game here. Yeah, countering that early Fist was like really big, otherwise that probably would have been game for him. Or for me, I guess. Crash a Beast, okay. So I need to keep my Battle Beetle to block his flying dude. So I can give it flying and block his dude. I may not actually be able to attack at all because he's got a lot of attackers here. Jadiim is a little bit late to the party. I can play him at least. I can sack this. Yeah, let's see what our next card is before I play him. Wild Root Dancer. Oh boy. So close, but so far. I could play the Wild Root Dancer, buff my Battle Beetle, but it won't be enough. So I can't really play that. So we're gonna dump this shard here, I think. I can still play Jadiim. I still have 2 resources. I can get my Battle Beetle for the blocks, for the chump blockage. Do I have an attack here? Not really. No, not really. So just play Jadiim out here. I have to have their 2 resources so I can give my Battle Beetle flying before combat. So I can chump block his guy. Actually, I'll probably double block his guy and let him choose who dies. That's probably what will happen. I'm at 1 though, so actually it's gonna be like 1 for 1. Actually, I need to block everything 1 for 1 here. So hopefully he doesn't have like Time Mastery or something. I actually do have to chump his guy off. So I can go Sensei to one of his chosen, Rhino to one of his chosen, Jadiim there. Yeah. kind of at a standstill here. I think he attacks in anyways. Because he should know I have to... Well, if he attacks alone, though, I can double block, so... Which I would do. Because the thing is, like, if he only attacks alone... Well, actually, no. If he attacks alone, I chump block and then I win. Because I play Root Dancer and swing with Jadiim for 8. So... That seems pretty good. What is it, Elliot? You want Pac-Man TV on the game? Okay. He's probably doing the same math I'm doing in my head right now. If he has a counter magic for my Root Dancer, that's a problem. I have to play it. I have to play it in the next turn here. He's thinking about what to do. He's swinging with 3, which is an interesting decision here. So I win, I think. Put Battle Beetle in the air. Trade a Rhino, block the Squirrel Titan, and then swing through Jadiim in the next turn. Actually, no, wait, I can... What if he's got... I think he might have a buff, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and trade Rhinos. And of course, if he does, he wins anyways. If he's got a buff here, he wins anyways, because anything he does is 1 point of damage with Crush on these guys, so I might as well block one of them with Jadiim and then just do it that way. So give this guy flight. Because obviously you can buff one of his Rhinos and then kill my Jadiim. Of course, I haven't seen a buff out of him yet either, so... Okay. We go into blocks here, maybe? I'm kind of stuck. I'm not sure what's going on. I think he has priority. Okay, attack priority. Let's see, defense priority. There, and there, and there. I'm guessing he's saying good game because he's got... Yeah. So, yep. And if he doesn't have counter magic, I win here. Actually, even without that, I win here. Okay. My goodness. Pac-Man TV. What? Alright, so we'll see if he's got it. Oh, as soon as it goes, well, it's over. Yeah, that's it. It's over. Yeah. Oh, that's... Actually... Yeah, that was probably the big thing there, is he didn't really have an attack phase, I think. So, he needed to, I don't know, wait for a buff or some sort of removal or something. Might as well swing with everything here, because if he had something to stop my Jadiim or something and then blocked my other guys, I still, like, basically, if he takes care of Jadiim in any way in that situation, he wins. So, 2-0, my first round here. We're doing this Swiss style for this tournament.